How's it going, guys? It is Ryan here, and welcome to the penultimate round of our F1 2014 Career Mode livestream series. And what a way to start off our finale with Brazil, Interlagos, one of the most famous tracks which has decided championships over the past couple of years. This will be a 50% race live on YouTube if you're watching this now. 36 laps will take us around this beautiful track. And we're starting in P9 with a bit of a disappointing qualifying, I'm going to admit, but we'll see how we do from this predicament. It's a two-stop strategy apparently, but I feel the tyres can go slightly longer, as the medium compound tyres apparently go for 13 laps, and then the primes go for 17, 18 laps. So I may try the one-stop strategy, so we'll see how we do in this race. So before we start, the setup as always, guys, that you can use for your career modes or your online experience will be shown now on your screens, and if you miss any of it, I'll put it in the description below, a time frame, and in the comments, so you can check it out if you miss any of that setup. So I will recommend as well, if you're using 1-1 for qualifying, use 2-1 or 3-1 for the wings, depending on what car you're in. We got an upgrade with the DRS, so we may get some more speed down the straights when we get DRS, so this shall be intriguing to do. No rain expected, so that's good for you guys, so you may see me get a podium maybe. So here we go. For the penultimate round of career mode, we have the Mercedes again locking out the front row. The championship leader, Lewis Hamilton's on pole. My rival, Rosberg, is in second, and our teammate there is in third, with us in ninth. This is going to be hard, considering the cars we've got in front are all Mercedes apart from that the two Ferraris. So here we go for round 18. Let's go. As we get a decent start off the line, I'll admit. And the AIS alright, I guess, so far. Alonso's gained a position on Rosberg. Everyone's slowing down as we're up to P3. So that's why I'm not a particular fan of the whole AI slowing down through turns 1 and 2, glitch, bug, whatever you want to call it. As we just blitz past Vettel around the outside. And this is supposed to be after just 2 corners. So Hamilton leads the race, and there's no way I'm going to catch up to Hamilton unless he has a moment. So my aim is to try and attempt the one-stop strategy. I will be going on to the primes in our pit stop, so a lot of oversteer there. Obviously this sector is going to be the pain in the ass sector, because obviously the engines of the Mercedes and the Ferrari are a bit quicker than us, so we'll see how we do. As you can see, Hamilton's already pulled a massive gap on us. It's 1.5. So we need to really push in the first 2 sectors to try and stay reasonably a second behind Hamilton. But most importantly, in terms of the rival challenge, which is now my main goal at the minute, is we're beating Rosberg, so I'm really happy with that. I'm in rich for the time being. I know we're on -1, but my main goal is to get past Hamilton and then save fuel. And then do park the bus and save some fuel. Oh, we've gone wide. And that final corner. As it stands in terms of the constructors, we still have a mathematical chance. We have to get at least one of the Red Bulls to win the race to stand any chance. So me and Vettel have got to get a move on. But as you can see there, we lost 2 tenths to Hamilton in the last sector from that one mistake. Going a bit wide out of the final corner. So the DRS is now enabled, so we're going to be in a bit of bother from Vettel behind if he has the second gap. which he is. Gonna go to standard now for this middle sector. We are a lot quicker than Hamilton in this middle sector by about 0.4 of a second, so we really need to push in this sector now. Me and Vettel are very strong, you see. Rosberg's dropped down a position, it seems, down to 5th, so that's good for us in terms of the constructors. So Hamilton's gaining time on us actually in the middle sector, so 2 seconds is the gap at this point, and Vettel will get the DRS now on us. So I'm not really going to fight him, so we're just going to stay to the left, let him through as he goes into 8th gear. So we're down to 3rd. As Vettel sets the fastest lap. Oh my god, bit of oversteer moment there. So we will have the DRS now, as we're going to try and stop Fernando Alonso getting past us. I'm going to actually use the front brake bias for the first time in the series. Try and keep Alonso at bay, it seems. Obviously Vettel, I've let Vettel through because he is fighting for the championship and I really want him to win this race. Obviously Rosberg on the other hand though, as Alonso has a bit of a sniff. As Vettel again is pumping those fast laps in now, so wise decision to keep him. Oh, here comes Alonso again, so we're going to do our defensive line. As he's going to try and go around the outside of us, but there's really no way around there. We've gone a bit wide. Alonso's just made contact with us. Me trying to avoid him, and he's side by side with Rosberg, so I hope he keeps that position, I hope. Which he does so. Come on, Vettel. I really want Vettel to win the championship because he's my teammate. But in terms of constructors, this will help us a bit. So, as we just take the biggest corner cut in the world of that hairpin. I'm going to go up to Rich, so 4.2 now is the gap, Jesus. Putting away a bit now. Here comes Alonso. Who's this slowing down? Oh, Vettel. Vettel slowed down. What's happened to Vettel? What's happened? What's happened to my teammate? He's just gone. It's just... Oh, Vettel's gone. Could that be a possible safety car, maybe? It's literally just parked right next to the pit entry, though, so... As here comes Alonso, as he tries to go on the inside of us, so... Oh, there's one retirement, as the yellow flags are still out in the first sector. Vettel, I think, is in the pit lane, so... Oh, that's annoying. Well, there's the I think there may be a possibility of us not being Constructors' Championship contenders now. As Vettel, I believe, is still on the track, actually, which is kind of funny. So that's a major blow for us. Oh, Rosberg, oh dear. Rosberg's behind us. Oh dear, this is not going to go well. Yellow flag's out, so as Vettel's still parked his car. Why is Rosberg just slowed down for some reason? That's weird. Oh well. Still second place though. I'll take a podium out of this. Still got a long way to go though, as we're into optimal fuel, so woohoo, that's good. Tyres seem okay, not really. As Vettel finally retires from the race. Obviously Dre won't be happy with that if he was watching this. So up to Rich we go again, down the straight. So I'm not really bothered about Hamilton now. I'm just gonna really just try and fend off Rosberg because I want that Mercedes contract offer on the table. So really now, I think it's going to be real life now in terms of the championship with Hamilton and Rosberg. Rosberg doesn't do my defensive line there. Rosberg needs to get past me to really stand any chance of keeping in with the title hunt. So I could really be a pain and do a park the bus, but I need to keep him behind because I'm thinking of the rival challenge. It's currently, as it stands, 2-1 to Rosberg, I believe. No, it's... Oh dear. Oh, sorry, Rosberg. Just lost it there. I think it's for 3-2 to Rosberg. Yeah, it's 3-2 Rosberg in the rival challenge, and obviously we need to win the final 2 to win it all. Oh god, went wide again. So I really need to keep Rosberg behind me. Obviously help Alonso out a bit, which I'm doing. I'm actually helping Alonso here. Oh my god, free wide. Left the door open. I'm literally trying to get away here from... Go on Alonso. Hamilton's gone completely. At least the game have made it realistic, so the Mercedes is just too dominant to try and win a race on Legend AI. As Alonso now has got past Rosberg nicely, so now Alonso's up to second place. As the AI have got a bit more traction advantage over me in the last corner. As here comes Mr. Fernando Alonso, who is going to McLaren most likely, well most definitely. As he's going to try and go around the outside of us into this corner, given the space, but no avail. And actually I've just realised the pit stop window is coming up soon, so as here comes Alonso down the inside, can't do anything, but just brakes too early for that corner. As Rosberg now has got past. I could do the undercut, but I'm not. There's no real point. So now I've got Rosberg all over me again. Do have the we don't have any chance really on the straights because of the Renault engine being so weak around here. But we have to manage it. At least it's realistic. Gonna now defend from Rosberg, but here comes Alonso round the outside again. So now we're side by side with Alonso, given that space on the outside, and we get the move back from Alonso. That's a great move there from us. Back up to second place. As we will be pitting this time by. Actually, now that Vettel's out of the race, we can be more flexible with the strategy. So, I wonder if anyone's going to be joining us in the pit lane, actually. We'll have to wait and see. So we'll be coming into the pits this time by onto either the primes or the options. So I've not really thought about that, actually. I don't know what tyre to go on. What will be the best tyre to be on at the end of the race, as Alonso will be coming in as well, so this would be intriguing. As there's oh my god, look how many cars are on the pit lane. This is going to be eventful. I think we're going on to the options, actually, because the tyres look so bad. Come on, come on. Thank you. Got away with that. No one's really been held in the pits, which is quite a surprise, so that's good. So, oh, Alonso, oh dear, Alonso's on the primes. So we've gone on to a different strategy to Alonso, so that's going to be quite interesting to see if which strategy works out well. So we come out the pits in P7, so not really lost anything. Luckily for us though, Daniel Kvyat is ahead of Fernando Alonso, so that's good. And we've got Pastor Maldonado in front of us. But if the safety car comes out at any stage now, I will pit for primes, and then that will last me to the end. Well, the AI, as you probably would have seen in Singapore, will pit on the same lap as the game would probably tell them to pit normally. Oh well, sucks to be them. So hopefully, fingers crossed, Maldonado does not pit, because I want that draft. Maybe not, as he's coming to the pit lane. We're going to beat Rosberg out the pit lane, that's good. Quite comfortably, actually, on the option tyre. Alonso gets ahead as well, so the undercut sort of worked has worked out nicely for me. Lots of oversteer there. So we really need to push now in this stint. Very key stint, this one now. 15 seconds is the gap. Alonso's only 2.8 behind, so we've gained a bit of time on him. We gained 2 seconds on him during the pit stop phase of the race, as Hamilton sets a 14.2, so I'm presuming he is on the option tyre. So that's intriguing. As we get ready for the prime stint on the end. Need to literally just put in sweaty laps. Hamilton is indeed on the prime tyres, I believe. If he is only 2.8 again to Alonso. So we can tell we are on the primes because we pour 3 temps on Alonso in that sector. Not really much of a gap as Hamilton sets another 14 lap. It's a 14.1. What's our time going to be? Constant 14.8. We'll take that. Oh, we've gone a bit wide into turn 1 though. We need to try and build as much of a gap to Alonso before he pits. And Rosberg pits actually. From when they pit for the medium tyres. But their tyres may be off a bit at the end of the race. But I can't really judge that because ours will go off as well. So we're going to lean for this sector. As Hamilton's being held up. He's already lapping people already, that's insane. Seems Rosberg's been... Oh, we've got another retirement from the race I've just spotted. I wonder who that is then. Is Rosberg out of the race? Because if I don't see him on the map. If Rosberg's out, Hamilton has won the title already without even after doing another race. And that will definitely confirm that we have beaten... Yeah, Rosberg's out. Oh god, gone wide. Oh dear, didn't want to do that. But Rosberg is out of the race, which means we have gained a point on him in terms of the rival challenge, and will mean that it will go down to the final race in Abu Dhabi if we get that Mercedes contract at the end of the season. So I can breathe a bit of sigh of relief now, but I would like to stay in the podium positions because there's no way we're going to really catch Hamilton. Hamilton's gone. If we're in a Mercedes powered car, we would have had a chance. So obviously the Red Bull's not the best, I'm going to admit, in terms of straight line speed, with this being the majority of the lap is really speed. And then this middle sector we're very good at because it's all downforce related. So Hamilton's pitting in the next few laps, which definitely confirms he is on the medium compound tyre. As that has put out, he's put a 14 flat in. And he's really, I think he's at the centre S's because that's when it pops up when you get the fastest lap. So not a good lap there for us, as we got a bit too excited that Rosberg retired from the race. Two big names actually out of the race so far, as Bottas now moves up to 4th place. He's passing Kimi Räikkönen, his fellow Finnish. So we're starting to get signs of degradation on the medium, so Alonso will come back at us. Hamilton really hasn't got the bugs that Rosberg has. I would be amazed if Hamilton retires from the race. That would just be amazing for us to win. I want to win at least a race in the last, either this one or Abu Dhabi, but this one's out of the equation now. So I would like to win Abu Dhabi, so I will do some practice after this stream and try and win Abu Dhabi tomorrow. Or, yeah. So we are nearly approaching half distance as well, which I've only just spotted. As we're not going to get, we're going to get 15 something. So as our tyres are slowly going, because Alonso's took a second out of us in that last lap. As a back marker's come out the pit lane, so that's always nice to see. Put it back to neutral. Just got a bit too late into the corner. Getting 10th though. As Alonso now on those primes is right on the back of us. Ooh, oversteer. As now we're coming on now to the back straight. On there. So we're trying to fend off on Fernando Alonso still. So this is a recreation of our battle at Spa. And we had an absolutely insane battle with that race in the 100% round there. But obviously now we're on different strategies, so this should be intriguing to see who comes out on top. Luckily though, we've still got the time over Bottas, so wondering what tyres he's on, I do not know. My main goal is a podium this race, and we're on course for that. Just go a bit wide. So Alonso, you can see him in the mirrors now. He's coming. Slowly, but surely he's coming. Hamilton now is in the 13s on worn mediums. How is that possible? I do not know. If he is on mediums, apparently the engineer says he's coming in a few laps time, so he is probably most likely on the mediums. So Alonso is going to be coming in on lap 25, 26 range. So when we pit in 2 laps time, we need to really sweat out the laps and try and keep Alonso behind when he makes his pit stop. Will be a bit of a hard task, but we'll give it a go. Just a bit of a slight lock up there. Who's this in front of us? Is that Rosberg? Is Rosberg still... Who is that? Is that Rosberg still in the race? If it is, then who else retired? It can't be Rosberg because the blue thing should come up. I actually genuinely have no idea who that car is in front. Because if it is Rosberg, he should be blue because that's my rival. We're about to find out anyway. It's a Caterham. Okay, I thought it was for a second there. It looked like a Mercedes from a distance, but that is a Caterham. Which would get us some draft actually, and the DRS. So thank you, Marcus Ericsson, for the draft, my friend. So we've got 16 laps to go. Our tyres look absolutely sort of down, but the fronts are fine. Just those rears are the problem. And luckily enough, we're outside. We're a second ahead. We're over a second ahead of Fernando Alonso, so he won't get the DRS, but he will get draft of the years as well included. So we're going to be pitting this time by. Oh, it just slightly went on the grass there, which pulled us wide. Knew it felt bad coming out of that corner. So Alonso's going to have the great chance of passing us, so we're going to go to the inside, defend, go up to standard to try and hold off Alonso. Which we do. Get those primes ready. Down to lean. Save some fuel. So we're going to be diving into the pits this time by for our final stop of the race. As Hamilton has pitted from the lead of the race as he jumped onto those prime tyres. As the engineer truly puts it, box, box, box. So we'll put those primes on now, see if we can keep on to, well, hold on to the lead actually, in terms of the battle with Alonso. So we've got some primes on. We've got 14 laps on these, so we'll see how we do as the Williams boys are out. I think that is it the Williams? No, it's not. The Williams are out, so Bottas is our rival now. Well, he's come to the pit, so we don't have to worry about him. Massa's just gone round turn 2, so we've possibly got a net podium at this point, so we need to really push now on these primes. Try and get up to Massa, and then see if we can, as Hamilton's just coming to start the final sector as well, I've just spotted. Could be the last sector, I'm not too sure where he is. But Hamilton, if you just joined us, has won the championship in this race because both Vettel and Rosberg, which I can't believe has happened, have both retired from the race. So Lewis Hamilton is the world champion. We are probably not going to win the constructors now, unless the Mercedes have a really poor race in Abu Dhabi, where I don't really see that happening. So we'll see how that goes. The question is, when's Alonso pitting is the question. Who's that coming up the pit lane? I wonder. So as you can see, we're 5.7 ahead of Nico Hülkenberg, and I think that was a Marussia, so that's nothing to worry about. Massa is already on, I think he's on the options still. He's still pumping in some good times. Our tyres are still not up to temperature yet, because these are the harder tyres, and they do take quite a bit of time to get up to temperature. There's a nice train behind as well, which I've just spotted, so a lot of oversteer. I just hope that I can get ahead of Fernando Alonso in these. And if I'm honest, if the safety car comes out, then we'll just put on some, as who's Massa's in the pit lane, so we're going to gain back the third place. No, it's not. Okay, take that back. Thought that was Massa in the pit lane, so Massa will most likely pit this lap. Alonso will be pitting this lap, hopefully, as the AI will probably pit at the same time as the scheduled stop is for them. As we've got a Toro Rosso there, that's probably John-Eric Verne holding up Massa there for us, so we gained a bit of time there, hopefully. Jules Bianchi holding him up. Hashtag Forza Jules as always. Bit of a lock up there on the front right. As Jules lets us through. So thank you there, Jules Bianchi, for holding up Massa. And Massa will pit. So hopefully Alonso's in the pit lane. There he is, actually. This is going to be close. Just ahead of Fernando Alonso there. Very close, this is. There he is, so we've still got second place. But now we've all got hell to pay for now, because he's on the mediums and we're on the hards. This is going to be a very interesting 11 laps to hold off Fernando Alonso. So here we go. he's got so much traction than us out of the slow corners. We're going to have a bit of a disadvantage for that reason. So there he is, he's still there. It's really a matter of time really before Alonso gets past us. I'm going to stay to the inside. Alonso's actually backed off a bit there, so that's a bit interesting. We managed to get a nice exit out of the center S's there, so that's a surprise. Oh no, so here comes Alonso again, so we're going to pull to the left. Let him have a chance of a move. "30 seconds behind Lewis Hamilton." Wow. Oh, oversteer. Tactically I'm in lean as well because I'm trying to save fuel for us to make a pounce, you know, just in case if Alonso gets past. Or we're defending from him, we'll have enough fuel to get over the line. Alonso's got the dirty air as well, so his tyres will degrade more on the fronts. So hopefully I can get some DRS from this Caterham to help us out there. Kobayashi hopefully this will be. Yes, we do, so thank you, Kobayashi. But obviously that Ferrari engine is more superior over our Renault engine. But in terms of the actual championship, for second place, this is going to help us a bit as well, as we're going to close the gap even more on Vettel and Rosberg, so we could be in for a grandstand finish in terms of who comes second behind Lewis Hamilton. But obviously our main goal of the season is to beat our teammate Vettel and replicate Daniel Ricciardo's debut season in Red Bull. So we'll see how we do, as Alonso's even closer than ever before than he ever has, so he's thinking of a move down the outside, so I'm going to give him a bit of room. Oh, he's side by side with us. Good driving there from the AI. They have improved that a bit on the Codemasters games with the battling through corners a bit. So it's good to see that Alonso and I were fighting fairly side by side through the center S's. So we've got 8 to go. Bit of an overstep. Moment on the curbs. Still Alonso's there. He's got so much traction out of that corner, as you can see. He's literally on my arse now. As his DRS is going to help him here. A treat. Is he? No, he's not. He's not got past yet. He's jumped up to 8th gear. Alonso's saving fuel. Not really bothered about Bottas. He's 10 seconds away from us. Give space to Alonso on that outside. He's going to try and make the move. Give him the space. And we still have got Alonso all over the back of us here. This is a very interesting final 7 laps. This is going to... Ooh, oversteer. Car's sliding out. And here we go again. This is literally going to be the scenario of this episode. Alonso versus myself. Let's see. Alonso has... No, I thought he had DRS. I thought he didn't then for a second. But he's not that close. Yeah, very nice exit out of center SS to gain some more time. We're into the +1s. Something that I would not be saying in this race. So we saved quite a chunk of fuel during the stints as we've gone a bit wide out there. So 6 to go in this Brazilian Grand Prix. We know Hamilton's won the title, but who is going to come out on top in this battle? Me or Fernando Alonso? This will be very interesting. We could even be teammates with Alonso next season if we get a contract from Ferrari. But that will be decided by you guys, which I'll explain at the end of the video. So keep your eyes peeled for that. Alonso's tyres will be going off now, roughly now. Plus the dirty air from him being behind me all this time is not going to help him as well. As here he comes again. 8th gear enabled for him. Oh, first gear, that didn't want to do that. Oh, that was close. That was great driving again from me and Alonso. I don't know who's got the DRS. No one's got it. Actually, that's how close it was. The game couldn't detect who was the one ahead of who, so we accidentally went into first gear there, so that's my fault. But that was insane. There's a lock up on the front left. So you can see from the primes, there's literally no wear whatsoever. So possibly the one stop could have worked, but maybe, but I'm not really counting the chickens. So there's a tip, guys. If you're doing 50%ers, then just keep an eye on the primes, because there could potentially be a one-stop strategy for you if you want to use it for your online experience or you're in career mode. So a one-stop strategy could actually work around here. So if you're going to do it, then please let me know and see if it does work, because you can really look after the rears. As you can see, the rears are absolutely fine for me, and the fronts are fine as well. So up to 6th gear. We've only got 4 to go. Go over the curbs again, didn't want to do that. Bit of a slide as well. Still going then, this battle, it's still going. And you've got 3 laps to go now. Alonso's got everything, he has the pace, but he just can't get the job done. Here he comes again. Give him the space on the outside. Hamilton's 42 seconds up the road, Jesus. Wow, Hamilton and the Mercedes are just too OP for us. Hopefully next season we can have a better car to challenge Hamilton for the championship. Depending on what team that will be, is a matter of when and what it will be. So all will be explained though at the end of the video. So As Alonso once again. I don't know how many laps we've been doing this for, since like lap 23, 27 I think it was. We've been squabbling for second place. Not really bothered. I can't even vaguely remember. Oh, sugar. Massa's caught up as well. Forgot. Massa's on the option tyres as well. Oh dear. This is going to be quite an interesting fight now. As there comes Alonso again, just speeds past us. We're going to try and do the defensive line, and we're a bit aggressive, but we do get the position back to second place. So 1.5 laps to go. Massa's right on the back of Alonso, so Alonso could actually lose a podium here. Well, I could lose a podium position. As we're literally trying to fend off from Alonso. I would like Massa to get a podium, mainly because it's his home Grand Prix. And it would be nice, but we'll see. As we're going to start the final lap of the gone a bit wide there. The Brazilian Grand Prix. Trying to fend off from not one car, but 2 cars. As we're going to be now starting the final lap now. Hamilton's obviously won the race because he's like nearly a minute ahead. He's 45 seconds up the road. Big moment there. Lots of moment there. Massa's got past Alonso as well. I've just spotted that. Didn't really see that. So that's given us a bit of a confidence there to just really pull away. Hamilton's lost time, but it's a bit too late really to win the race. As there it is, Hamilton wins and is the champion. So all the Hamilton fans on my channel will be very happy with that actually. So it's good for them. Alonso's actually got past Massa, so I don't know what's happened to Massa. But Alonso's done his very nice tactic of moment again with the tank slapper. 1 corner to go. 0.8 of a second. Alonso could actually get us here, I'm not too sure. As we're going to come over the hill for the last time. And it seems we're going to hold on to second place, which I'm very happy with. As we cross the finish line right now, second place will do for us, which will help us in terms of second in the championship. But there we go, ladies and gentlemen, second place is ours for the taking. And also, the rival challenge will go down to the final race of the season as well. That's good. And that, as you can see on the screen, is a bug, because apparently we're ±1 laps down. So have a look at that, actually. So that is a weird thing there. So I'm just going to leave it on the screen there for you to see. So Hamilton wins the race. We were about 44 seconds behind, with Alonso third. Massa was fourth. Nico Hulkenberg was fifth. There, so Bottas was 6th, Button 7th, Kevin Magnussen 8th, Perez 9th, and Raikkonen completes the top 10, with the 2 retirements being our 2 rivals in the championship, which I would not expect to see, with Rosberg and Vettel retiring from the race early on. So that's a weird one to see. So what does that mean for the championship? Obviously Hamilton has won the championship, he's 92 points clear. But as you can see from the standings, we are now 20 points behind Vettel going into the final race at Abu Dhabi. Really, we need a win, if I'm honest, to really... And we're 6 points behind Rosberg, so we need to win at least to really give us a chance at the championship. But really, Hamilton deserves the title. He has won. He won like the first 4 races of the season, so he definitely deserves it. Constructors... It's over really, we can't really win the Constructors now. So congrats to the Mercedes, they have clinched the title. We have got second place, so we'll take that. And really, there's only one good battle going on, which is Williams. As you can see, 1 point covers Williams and Force India. So that's going to be very interesting for the final round in Abu Dhabi, which is our next episode, which is out tomorrow. And it is 100% live. It will be on tomorrow afternoon. I will post it on my Twitter and Facebook. So please make sure to follow me on my social media links, which is on the top of your screens. And also in the description below is the helmet I used for my career mode episodes, which you can use for your own online experience or your own career modes as well. But for the target of likes today, guys, it is 60 likes for this episode of career mode. And also, the next round we will be revealing the teams I will be offered in terms of contracts for next season. And there will be a poll up, and you guys will decide which team I will be next season for career mode season 2, which is going to be more better than this one in terms of mods. So I'll let you keep your eyes peeled for them. But until then, guys, I hope you have a fantastic evening wherever you are in the world, and I shall see you tomorrow for the next episode of career mode Abu Dhabi 100%. I hope to see you there. Until then, have a great evening, guys, and have a great day wherever you are. Take care, guys. See you later.